it's Ashley and welcome back to another video. First off, I want to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone for all of your support. And now since reaching 1,000 subscribers, I thought it'd be fun to do a little get to know me video. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 50 facts about myself. Some of these are kind of random and fun facts about myself. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below and let's start it with number 1. I was born in Sacramento, California, and I've been living in the area my whole life, and I live around Sacramento now. I have 3 younger siblings, 2 brothers, and 1 sister. I am 23 years old. I've only been vegan for 2 years, but I was raised eating meat and dairy. I could play the clarinet. If I were a crayon, I would be aquamarine. I love that color and it's a really cool name. I untie my shoes before taking them off. I could survive off of peanut butter, banana, and oats. Literally, I was in rural Mexico and that was all I ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I couldn't find other food. So every time I drink a lot of orange juice or beer, I burp very loudly, and sometimes I get random hiccups and burps throughout the day. I have all the prepositions memorized still from 5th grade. About, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but, by, concerning, down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, on, off, out, outside, past, regarding, since, through, throughout, to, toward, underneath, until, up, upon, with, within, without. I have 2 cats, Molly and Mittens. I am a Leo star sign. I have a huge fear of forgetting something wherever I go, and I usually end up forgetting something. One time I was stranded on a deserted island and had to be rescued, so I was traveling with my friend and her family in France. We were on the coast and we were walking out on this peninsula. There were some really cool shells and rocks that were brightly colored, and it was so cool and very distracting. So we were climbing on the rocks and we didn't look behind us, and then once we looked behind us on the peninsula, the whole peninsula was completely covered in water and the swell came out so fast and we were completely on an island at that point, and then we had to get a rescue boat to come. So then one rescue boat came and that boat actually broke down once it got on the island, and then we had to have another rescue boat come, and then they rescued our whole group plus the person on the first rescue boat, and then we went back to the mainland and we ended up being in the local newspaper. My favorite TV show is Modern Family. I've been to 29 of the US states, but I've never been to Hawaii. I play the ukulele. He took me back to East Atlanta. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana. When I was growing up, I was very self-conscious about being thin. There were some kids in my middle school that said very mean things to me, and it really got to me when I was younger. My personality type is INFJ, which stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judgment. I have visited Lake Tahoe every single summer that I've been alive that I can remember for the most part. It's definitely one of my favorite places in the whole world. My dream job as a kid was to be a marine biologist, and when I started college, I initially intended my major to be marine biology. There are very few foods that I do not like. I like most plant foods, but I cannot stand red onions and most raw onions and pickles. They're so gross. Whenever I'm nervous or just very concentrated, I bite my lip or kind of like stick my tongue out when I'm very concentrated. When I was a kid, I was so afraid of the dentist that I refused to open my mouth. My friends call me a shlee. I only like writing with a wooden pencil, not so much pen or mechanical pencils. The last thing I ate was pasta with a hummus sauce, so I just mixed in some hummus with a little bit of water, and it makes an excellent sauce. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's really good. My favorite toast topping is almond butter with fig jam on top. My major in college was ecology and evolutionary biology, so I took a lot of botany, ecology, and wildlife biology classes, so I know a lot of random facts about plants and animals, like, did you know that bamboo is actually in the grass family, and it's not a tree, it's in the class Poaceae? I love painting nature and animals, and when I was in high school, I painted a mural of beach and palm trees in my room, which is right behind me. I have a few pretty embarrassing moments that happened while I was on a stage or in front of a lot of people. One of them, I slipped and fell on stage during a dance competition. So I did Irish dance when I was younger, and we had to wear really big curly wigs, and then one time when I was dancing, it came almost all the way off, and then it was just kind of dangling on my head while I was dancing. But I have to say, I think my most embarrassing moment was when I was wearing a skirt that was not quite tight enough on my waist when I was younger, and I was in public and the skirt fell down all the way to my ankles, and I didn't even realize it right away. I'm double jointed in my elbows. I don't know if you can see it in my thumbs. I've only had 2 regular jobs at an established place. The first one was at a sandwich shop, and the second one was at a chocolate shop, and both of them I was only working there for less than 3 months. I've been a runner since middle school, and I ran cross country and track in high school and at my university. I'm terrible at watching movies. I made a list several years ago of movies that I have been meaning to watch, and even recently, but I just don't watch them. I just don't get around to it, I guess. I've only owned 2 smartphones in my life. This is only my second smartphone I've had. My favorite fruit is a strawberry, which, did you know, strawberries are actually not technically a fruit because they're not the developed ovary. They're fleshy receptacles, and then the fruits, which are the seeds, are on the strawberry. I remember everyone I meet. I remember all the kids that were in my class in elementary school and kindergarten and high school, and even if I meet someone very briefly, I will recognize them if I see them in a different place, like somewhere at a store or something like that. I am a morning person. I love mornings. I feel so energetic and so productive in the mornings. I like to exercise. I like to get things done in the morning. I love birds. I love taking pictures of birds, drawing birds, identifying birds, going bird watching. It's so much fun. I've always wanted to visit Australia. They have marsupials and koalas and kangaroos and the Great Barrier Reef. I hope to visit Australia maybe in the next few years. I think insects are really cool, but they're very attracted to me. I always get bitten by them and stung many times by wasps. I don't like that. My favorite trees are coastal redwoods. Scientific name is Sequoia sempervirens. I like birch trees and strangler figs, which are very fun to climb inside. I'm a very clean and organized person, but when I'm in my creative mode, I could be kind of messy. I get cold very easily, and I'm always wearing 1 or 2 more layers of clothes than other people around me. I take a stash of nuts with me wherever I go, but I end up not really eating these nuts. I'm just afraid of going somewhere and not having anything to eat. My favorite dish is Thai green curry with vegetables and tofu. I never really super liked my name, Ashley Anderson. It's just very common, and here it says, in the United States, there are over 500,000 people with that name, Ashley, and there are 1,483 people with the name Ashley Anderson. It's just kind of frustrating on Facebook and Instagram. There's so many Ashley Andersons, and I can't have my own unique Instagram handle with my name. And finally, number 50, I'm a highly sensitive person, so I don't like a lot of stimulation going on around me, like loud noises, lots of commotion, and because of that, I don't really like going to big cities. It's just too much going on around me. It's too many noises, and I also don't really like watching action movies in theaters because it's just a big screen, lots going on, and then loud noises too. I don't like that. Well, that's it, 50 things about me. I hope from this video you were able to get to know me a little bit better, and I also want to get to know you better, so leave a comment down below of one thing most people might not know about you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!